Welcome to New York. The year is 1977, and Hailey, do you know what today is?
It is December 31st, 1977.
And man, what a year has this.
I know.
What do you think about this year?
It's been pretty crazy. We've had blackouts. We've had a World Series championship here in New York.
And that's not even speaking of, all the arson and everything else that happened, right? Other than the blackout. So we're just, right now, going to go into a year review and see what all has happened this year.
Welcome to NYC News. Here are your journalists, Hailey Riddle, Logan Tennell, and for sports, Bryton Job.
Welcome back to NYC News. This is our year in review of the year 1977. This is our journalist, Hailey Riddle, and she's going to tell us about the blackout that happened.
Well, it happened on July 13th, 1977, and it lasted for 25 hours. During this, arsonists set 1,000 fires, and 1,600 stores got robbed by looters. 3,400 people were arrested during this, which is crazy. And while policemen were arresting them, 558 of them got harmed during it.
That is insane. Hailey, thank you so much for that information. It has been one wild year.
It has.
Now we're going to jump back in time a little bit and look at an interview that was taken with a man who was actually present when the lights shut off. So we're going to go to our field anchor, Bryton Job, for that information.
Hello, I'm Bryton Job, field reporter. I'm here with John Smith. He was actually present during the time of the first blackout when it happened. He was in one of those stores. Can you kind of set the scene for us, kind of what happened?
Yeah, I was at a gas station over in the Bronx and paying for some gas. And as I'm in line paying, just out of nowhere, the lights start turning off.
Really?
Across everywhere, yeah. And everybody starts to question what's going on. And before I know it, I hear some bangs across the street. And then it gets closer and closer to the convenience store I was in. And just out of nowhere, a rock comes flying through. And I just run over towards some corner in the store, just try to get it out.
All right, thank you for sharing that information with us. It's really nice to actually get out here and talk to somebody that was really affected by this blackout and really give us a real-life situation, kind of put this in perspective for us and show us really what was happening and how people were actually scared during this and couldn't really see anything, didn't know what was going on, a lot of confusion, like you said, just a lot of things going on that were really confusing during this time. So it's good to get a first-hand experience. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now Logan is going to tell us about Son of Sam, who went on a killing spree this year in New York.
That has been a fiasco here in New York. Son of Sam, whose real name is David Berkowitz, has luckily been taken in by the police, and his killing spree began on July 29th, 1976, and he was arrested on August 10th, 1977. So he was on the loose for a long time, for over a year. And his weapon of choice was a 44 caliber revolver. So he was very deadly. He was arrested because of a parking ticket. How crazy is that? He wasn't arrested because of killing people. He was arrested because of a parking ticket. Kind of scary stuff. So he was sentenced 25 years in prison for each of his murders. So that's a long time.
A long time.
He killed 6 people and wounded 8 more.
So sad.
I'm so glad that he's been taken in by the police.
Me too.
Son of Sam has just been absolutely insane. So we're going to do another flashback to an interview that was taken during the murder spree that Son of Sam was on. So we're going to go and show our field reporter again, Bryton Job, on the set.
Hi, I'm Bryton Job, field reporter, and I'm here with James Smith. He's actually just a citizen of New York, and we're just trying to get some opinions on what people think's been going on here with the Son of Sam murders and see what everybody thinks about it. Whenever you think of the Son of Sam, what really comes to mind? Are you fearful of what could happen with him?
Yeah, I'm definitely fearful of all the craziness that's been going on these past couple months that he's been on the loose. Makes me afraid to go outside and definitely afraid to go out at night because anything could happen. And I've been hearing that he goes after couples, and I'm in a relationship, so that kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah, that's understandable. So, do you think that they'll find him soon? Do you think that the police are really doing their job trying to catch him and take the fear away from so many New Yorkers? Do you think that he'll keep killing, or do you think that they'll catch him soon?
I'm definitely hoping that they find this madman soon. The police, I think they're doing all that they can. I've been hearing some problems about they may not have the funding, so we'll see what the mayor can do for them. See if they can send them a surplus of items, whatever they can have at their disposal to catch this guy and take him down.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think they are doing all that they can, and we'll hope that he catches him soon. Thank you.
1977 has been a year full of murder and fire, but also it's been a year full of baseball. So now we're going to go to Bryton Job for sports.
1962 was the last time the New York Yankees had won the World Series until this year, 1977, all thanks to Reggie Jackson and George Steinbrenner. These two together made such great history this year by winning the World Series in 6 games, capping off by 3 home runs. Came in on a 5-year, $3 million contract. What a big contract that is. And throughout the year, it started off a little rough at points, you know. Reggie Jackson struggled. The Yankees kind of struggled. They just got swept the year before in 1976 by the Reds, you know. So we were looking at maybe potentially another tough year for Yankees baseball. But they persevered just like New York City has this year. We have a lot of hope. Kept persevering. Finally, 6 games into the World Series, wins the World Series for the first time in 15 years, the longest streak in New York Yankees history. So as this year's coming to an end here on December 31st, we look back on this city, we look back on New York Yankees baseball, and we see some struggles. We see a lot of struggles, but we also see perseverance and we see hope. So here's to hoping 1978 for Yankees baseball is just as great as 1977.
Thank you guys for watching tonight. It's been a crazy year in 1977, but we're so excited to see what's going to happen in New York in 1978.
Yes, we are. 1978 is going to be a great year for New York. We're all going to come together and fight for the soul of the city. See you tomorrow on New York City News.
Okay, welcome to NYC News. Here are your crap. I forgot.
Okay.
Now we're going to jump back in time to an interview that was taken when the blackout occurred. So now we're going to go to our field anchor, Job. Bryton Job.
A little bit of everything, a lot of confusion, definitely. The convenience store I was in, I heard a lot of rustling in there, so maybe somebody was trying to take some stuff. It was kind of hard to see in there because it was kind of dark outside along with the blackout.
It's kind of hard to see because it was.
Now our newsman Logan is going to tell us all about Son of Sam, who that happened this year.
So, what do you really feel whenever you think Son of Sam? What do you feel? Are you fearful, or do you hope they catch him? Obviously, you hope they catch him. New York's